Awesome to have everyone back. In this episode of Big Boy Pants Golf, we're going to focus on the next 7 likely golfers to leave for the LIV Tour right after the FedEx Cup ends this Sunday. Who will be this special chosen 7 that will live long and prosper? I know most of you guys out there saw this and immediately thought, where can I get this babe magnet? You can't get it. But what you can do is go to bigboypantsgolf.com and pick up something that's equally as babe magnety. Look at these t-shirts. You wear one of these. It's not if you're gonna meet a hot mom, it's when and how many. There's even some international designs. Look at this one, Korean lettering. How awesome is that? You come off as like this international man of mystery. Big Boy Pants Golf. Golf is in English. But up on top, it's Big Boy Pants and the golf is in Korean. Interesting. Buy lots. Many sizes. Buy it now. Some of the lucky number 11 are easy to figure out. Pretty much Cameron Smith is a lock. Cam Smith's interview with Sky Sports Golf, and this little video is courtesy of Sky Sports Golf, is been offered as the most definitive evidence that Cameron Smith is going to the LIV Golf Tour. Let's check it out.
You had to fend off some questions at the start of the week about what your future holds for you, the report that you'd already signed with LIV.
The media keeps trying to get Cameron Smith to admit that he's going to the LIV Golf Tour, even though this admission could get him kicked out of the FedEx Cup. As per this Golf Digest article, where I'm going to put right here, it mentions that the PGA, if it decided that Cameron Smith had conducted himself in a manner unbecoming of a professional golfer, he could face penalties. And very publicly courting a rival tour could trigger this conduct unbecoming of a professional golfer clause. So the media, by constantly pressuring him, could have gotten him kicked out of the FedEx Cup.
And you gave a response to it saying, I'm here to focus on the FedEx Cup, and if anyone's going to give you any news, it will be me, and you had no comment to it. Do you understand where the journalists go with that when they read between the lines of those sorts of comments?
Yes, journalist guy. We're all familiar with how the journalists read between the lines and just make things up. It'll probably turn up in some op-ed piece that passes itself off as facts.
Do you have any sympathy with how they read into those things?
Yeah, I mean, it's just their job, mate. That's what they're there to do. They're there to tell stories, and I'm sure they've had a few looks at it the last few days, and I'm ready to cop some heat. And
So Cam Smith states that he knows these journalists are doing whatever is necessary to sell stories, and that he's ready to cop some heat, which somehow the journalists then read between the lines and say that this means he is going to the LIV Golf Tour. I don't think that this segment points out that he's going to the LIV Golf Tour, but all the other smoke, which maybe we shouldn't read to until it's officially signed on the dotted line, and the fact that his fellow Aussie compatriot in some kind of radio interview in Australia, I guess, Australian's very similar language to English, already stated that both Cameron Smith and Mark Leishman are going. The other 5 require a little bit more of a thinking cap. From what I've heard, Lahiri is gone. And I think his name provides the Rosetta Stone to possible names for the remaining 4, one of which includes Hideki Matsuyama. So let's say really 3. We do know that all 7 of them played in the FedEx Cups. So we have a total pool of 125 players, minus obviously Cam Smith, Mark Leishman, Lahiri, and Hideki Matsuyama. We're down to 3. If I pick these 3, it may be the greatest feat of non-mathematical calculations in the history of mankind. The reason I stated that Lahiri was the key, the Rosetta Stone, if you will, to determine the final 3 players is because now we're looking at the team aspect and who would best fill out the teams. That's why another guy going is Joaquin Niemann, one of the young superstars that continues to not only build out that Latino Enrique Iglesias team, but he also helps wipe away that whole idea that all these golfers are older and faded and in the twilight of their careers. I made this prediction earlier before the Bedminster tournament in New Jersey. I'm going back to Ricky Fowler. Phil Mickelson's been in his ear. Bubba Watson's already over there. They're besties. And I know Ricky was just in that meeting with Tiger Woods. But here's the kicker. I bet JT and Spieth pointed him out and said, "What is Ricky doing here? He's number 173 in the world." And Tiger was like, it's for the 60 guys we choose, most of which are good players, and then there's Ricky. And Ricky felt so out of place and uncomfortable. He reached out to Bubba afterward, and Bubba said, "Come on, dude. Let's do this. Be on my team." Ricky Fowler's going. My final pick is the Leon Edwards kicking Kamaru Usman in the head, no one saw coming pick that might secure Big Boy Pants Golf as the most informed YouTube golf channel. I got a little story about this guy first. I was marshalling at a Corn Ferry tournament that was being held at Paiute Golf Course in the Vegas area. And by marshalling, I mean standing there, looking into the sun a bit and hoping a professional golfer's ball didn't hit me in the head. At one point, one of the golfers from one of the other holes hit a ball into the hole I was marshalling, and I didn't see the ball. The marshals on that hole said, "Hey, did you see the ball?" And then this golfer said, "Yeah, I saw it. It's behind you," and told me where Eric Compton, 2-time heart transplant recipient, and a guy who finished second in the US Open, kind of a big deal, where his ball was. And that person who turned around and took time out to tell me, "Hey, the ball's over there," was none other than Sahith Theegala, who would help fill out that powerhouse of an Indian team. Did you know this? That 35 or 40% of the world's population is either Chinese or Indian? Those are your markets. So yeah, I also got to talk to Eric Compton, who, as he approached me, asked, "Is it playable?" And I told him yes, because it was.